Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of EU4 as Palembang. In previous episode well, first of all, we started making some money finally. We got the colony over here in Papua completed. It's currently being converted, but it's going to take a little while. We got the colony in Sulawesi also doing somewhat nicely. I do actually wonder if I should try to colonize more stuff over here. Just try to take most of the island for myself. It could be useful. It's not necessarily needed right now, mind you, but it's something to keep in mind. Of course, we could try to colonize some stuff over here to, for example, get the gold province over there. That'd be probably a bit smarter. Oh, and these are interesting. So they're black flag. Can they actually? They can't even start sieging me. Oh, because they probably moved through someone that then. Yeah, okay. Well, regardless, we can do a bit of a naval branch over here. So we start with 21%. Oh, that one's moved around. Dora. So, yeah. Oh, right, there's Palawa. So that's down. Oh, went down to Tasmania, I believe. No, that's the. No. That was over here, wasn't it? Oh, no, that was under Palawa. Okay, never mind. Well, regardless, we've got a decent chance of winning this siege soon enough. Oh, a vessel has decided to move next to us. Excellent. These troops still can't really do anything against us. Now they're just out of organization completely. Alright then. Ooh, there we go, water shortage. This sea should be going fairly quickly. I do actually wonder of the institutions. It is spreading a little bit into Banjar. Is that because they got the Diplotech? Probably. Yeah, it is. It is not present in the Spanish colonies here yet, but it is slowly spreading into them. Good. Is Spain building any more colonies in here, or are they going back to America now? They might be colonizing in America again. We don't know too much about their stuff. We do know a little bit of South America, at least. Well, parts of the coastline in here. We do know that Portugal's got plenty of colonies there. Alright then. Well, back to the war. Well, that peace deal over here should be done soon enough. I'm probably going to go out and get the... Oh, war against the world. Portuguese Brazil, right. We discovered that by accidentally... Well, not accidentally, but clicking on one of the provinces. There we go. Let's just go ahead and deal with Corona. I don't know. That's the way it's supposed to be pronounced. But anyway. Well, assimilation of natives expired. Alright then. So that's no longer... Yeah, no, actually... Ooh, naval tech development. Ooh, Diplotech cost goes down for 10 years. I like the sound of that, because that's going to allow us to get the Diplo 14 a bit faster. And, oh, they got a bit of troops here. How's their troop quality? No, it's not going to be that bad. So we should be able to defeat them in here. Even with the river crossing. Oh, yeah. We got one extra point in tactics compared to them. They might have the morale advantage, but that's about it. Ah, right, that reminds me. Let's move the fleet in here. And then let's... well, Palawa, technically speaking, I could just take the peace deal like this and just take both of their lands, but I'm going to do separate peace deals. The reason is fairly simple. I just want to make sure that I can get the best deals imaginable. Oh, unconditional surrender already. Okay. It's going to increase the call for peace. Well, you know what? We'll just take the peace deal that I had in here. So we'll just take the money as much as possible. And the two provinces. Get these cores underway. Shouldn't be too bad. And get the fleet over there. We can do a bit of quick raiding over there as well. So I could potentially then do another war in here. Get some of the other nations. Potentially vassalizing them even. Actually, if we're going to do the war against Eora, that would at least be a pretty good one to get. I suppose... Oh, right, this one's another one that we could probably get in that war. So that'd be another two provinces at least. Okay, I don't mind that. There will be blood. Eora versus... well, I suppose, yeah... Palawa doesn't have a whole lot of troops right now. We may have dealt a bit of a crushing blow on them. And how much are we making money now? Well, I suppose that doesn't really... 1.6. It's not too bad. We've got quite a bit of inflation again, though. Also, do we have a divisor for inflation? No, unfortunately not. That would have been handy. The castle over here, at least for the gold province, is almost done. Oh, those moved... Okay. You know what? We can probably just go ahead and transport these troops here. Across to the other side. Oh, the wars have started. Okay, if I was to declare war on you, no, they still have all their help. Wait, are you... Right, you are in that war. I guess it doesn't matter too much in the end. I'm just gonna go... Oh, no, I can't move there. I can't catch them in there either. Actually, since we declare war on Rungeri, we should probably go after Eora first. And just park the fleet outside. Got another conversion done, luckily. And the colony is nearly done in Sulawesi. Do the naval barrage, so we start with 21% siege. That's a decent boost. Oh, and right, well, actually, it's a good thing that we got the fort in here. In fact, it's very good that we got the fort in. Oh, and that's going to be another province that we're going to take soon. But yeah, so we'll just take Eora. We could actually just vassalize them, to be fair. Although it's going to take a while, now that I think of it. Foreign plots. I'm going to take the money. Sure, now it costs us a bit of Republican tradition, but we're getting 2 per year. So it's not that bad. Oh, another water shortage. Excellent. The enemies are having their own siege there, but it's not going quite as well. I think what we're going to do is we'll just peace out Eora. Oh, disease outbreak. And then what we'll do is we'll grab the transports, we'll bring in here to break that siege. Oh, there we go. Palu has been colonized. We can actually turn that into a state. And quickly colonize all of that. And the next thing is going to get the transport ships out of here. And pick up the marines, which we could actually probably defeat the enemies already. Down there, just on their own. Unless, yeah, they got Miltech 6, they've got nothing on us. There we go, another water shortage. Gonna be getting pretty short of water there by now. Ah, we lose mechanism, or we lose 50 diplo power. I think we're gonna lose 50 diplo power. Right, and then the colonists, we're not gonna send them out quite yet. I'm gonna actually save up the cash here for a moment. Because I want to pick up those troops, bring them in to deal with the enemy armies in our fort over there. Hey, there we go, Siege of Eora completed. And that's a potential coalition of some of these nations in here. I'm not too concerned about that, though. They got moved away. We can then go after Yuin. We'll send the fleet down there as well. But basically, the idea here is to just take as much of the coastline as possible, so we can prevent from any Europeans who actually arrive here. Ooh, I could put in the defensiveness edict in here, actually. Probably should have done that before. But that way we can delay the siege a bit further. There's still 20 days. Well, it's slightly less than that. They might still win that siege. But we are getting closer. Come on, don't win that. Good, they did not win that. So we will then get the troops in there and we'll force them out. And we'll go and siege down this. Oh, we don't have enough cannons for the naval barrage right now. Because that was mostly the transport fleet. We can then move this one back in here. Join with the primary fleet again. And as soon as the marines have dealt with this army... Yeah, there we go. Didn't quite stack quite a bit. So I guess we can start moving through here. We'll start colonizing Gold Province in here. To prevent the Europeans again from taking that. Oh, their capital is technically being sieged down. Or attempted sieging, at least, is taking place there. Do we have... Right, we got our vassal as well helping here. Well, I don't know if they're really helping, but they might be moving through. They're not disloyal, at least, so there's that. Now, let's do the naval barrage. So that's a 49% chance of winning the siege in Yuin. I guess, well, the siege is happening now. I guess we could go out and technically being helped with that. I'm sure that the siege in, or the colony in Beria is going to be fine for a little while. There's only going to be 200 natives if they do rise up, so that's like, oh, back of Yuin. I'm going to take the money and the mill points. Tea party. Oh, Christmas Island gains 10 unrest. That's a bit unfortunate. It's tea producing province, I suppose. We could reduce the inflation now. I'm just going to double check that, no, there's still no advisor for that for us right now, which is a bit unfortunate. We'll probably wait with the inflation for a little bit longer, though. So we got that sorted out. I can't move in there. Guess we can just move into Sarawal and then the sea. Oh, actually, let's get the fleet out there. We do not have the control of the siege, but we can at least blockade it. And that way the siege is going to be slightly faster. Of course, I could, in theory, just take both of these. Okay, they're not willing to give that because I do not control that. But that might also change very shortly. Oh, we've got a whole lot of money now. Let's get a manufactory. Which one of these is going to be the biggest amount? A bourbon would be okay, I suppose. There's a lot of these that we can't build yet until we get the Diplo 14 or higher. It's mostly Diplo 14, I suppose, at this point. Wait, why is there... Yongu? Why is that at 0? The production is 0... Oh, there's still so much devastation in here. Oh. Okay, is there a lot of other places that still... Yeah, I suppose there's some other places that have devastation. Might need to get a fort in here. Well, let's do that then. Get the devastation down. That's going to start giving us a lot more money, mind you. And then we've got that one. There's a bit of devastation in there, but that's not too bad. And another gold province. We could maybe get a bit more workshops, but even these aren't really that great. You know what, we're going to still go ahead and build up the manufacturing Yongu. I mean, that's a textile manufactory, so once we get the devastation down, it's going to start making a lot of money. Right now, of course, not a whole lot, but over time, we'll be fine. Ah, there we go. Let's actually go ahead and fight off these enemies here. They won't have much to fight against us with. Hey, there we go. That's a stack wipe. I don't need to de-siege that, do I? You become tributary? No. What I want from you is the provinces and a whole lot of money. And potentially a small coalition. I could maybe even get the war reparations. Okay, you don't want to give war reparations, that's fine. I'll take the 75 ducats nonetheless. Get some more coring underway. So who all do we have truce with? Right, so that's a vassal. We've got truce. Well, that's being turned into court. Right, hold on a minute. There is the other map mode for the truces. Yeah, we've got truce with a lot of nations. Up here, and then over here we've got... I don't think we have a truce with Sunda, do we? No. It's just mostly the Australian stuff here. Well, there we go. So that's a decent increase on our territory. Oh, discover. Oh, there we go. Now we know most of Europe and all of South America. So how does Europe look like? Oh, Austria. Oh, wow. France. My goodness. What have they done to you? So Austria is a superpower in there. Controlling most of the... They probably got the inheritance, of course, and then going from there. Wow. Britain's taken over most of Denmark. Denmark's in exile in Norway, and I don't think Norway exists anymore. Scotland's still present in Shetland. Scotland's independent. And that's Prussia, who is a fairly small one. Oh, but Poland's not too strong either. Lithuania, on the other hand, is pretty strong. They got the... they got Brandenburg as a junior partner. What the heck is going on in here? They're guaranteed by Russia, and they're guaranteeing Prussia. That's not confusing. Oh, Lithuania is just Sweden and Austria. And Sweden seems to be pretty strong. They got to the Neighbour. Of course, Russia is starting to... Oh, wow, yeah, they're pushing pretty far east now. They haven't quite reached the coastline, but they're not far off either. They're taking a good chunk of Mongolia already. Portugal's got most of Morocco. So Spain, you got... Oh, right, so... Wow, Britain's got pretty good chunks of France. But Britain's going to be probably pretty strong foe for us. I will say. But they haven't started colonizing down our direction too much yet. They've got a colony in Cape, but that's about it. Now let's have a look at South America. So it's mostly Portuguese. There's a bit of... Okay, Spanish Peru. There's also Portuguese Peru, but they've probably been just conquering all the natives in here and thus kind of circumnavigate or circumventing the colony penalties there. And then Spain's got most of Mexico, New Granada, so Colombia and Mexico. There's British Mexico. Alright, we don't know about the Caribbean too much yet. But at least we've got a bit of information out there. Right, how are we looking? Oh, election. Our current ruler was... I mean, he's okay. I guess we'll keep him for now. I mean, we don't use mercenaries too much right now, but it probably won't hurt either to have that option in there. Any more raiding that we could do? Actually, yes, there is. That's 12 ducats there. Where's the big fleet sitting right now? Oh, right. It's been sitting over here for how long? I don't know how long, but for a while anyway. Let's go ahead and do a bit of raiding in the Philippines real quick. Then we'll probably raid through Borneo and Malacca's territories again. Sure enough, we won't have a whole lot of friends this way, but at the same time, we won't be able to have any allies anyway. There we go, that's a lot more money there. Get the Java Sea stuff raided. Oh, Tsang, okay. And to Flores Sea. Hey, converted heritage Palu. Excellent. That reminds me, where's the Marines? Oh right, yeah, we've got both of these. We're still colonising that, of course, but that's, I guess we can actually park the army there. We might have a bit of zealots in various places, and quite a few of these separatists, but I think most of the separatists aren't going to be that bad, luckily. Right, let's continue on with the raiding. We need to gather some money so we can start building up our economy even further. And one of those things is... Oh, right, well, there was the natives. And one of those things is probably another manufactory, although we don't actually have money for that quite yet. Soon, though. Soon, though. That's 23 in Paramount Strait, and then Strait of Johor. That's another 134. And let's go to Strait of Malacca. That's another 123. Excellent, excellent. How much do we have? Well, first of all, let's get that extra manufactory right now. I think improvement value, so Bourbon would be okay. Duat is okay. Palu would be also pretty decent, but we needed the extra Diplotech for that. How far are we from that, actually? Not that far from, so we could save up the cash. We could maybe, I don't know, build another shipyard or something. In Vajik, for example. And then we can maybe start increasing our raiding fleets in places. For example, in Malacca, we'll probably get a couple more. Get that to 25 ships. And then maybe in Moluccas we can also increase. We'll get the remaining money to build the manufactory sooner. Speaking of which, right, so that's going to go around. We could, technically speaking, go to Coast of Sarawak first and then move around here. There we go, that's another 40 ducats. Well, 39. Another 33. We're in the money. And that's another 44 ducats. Oh, our diplomat has unfortunately passed away. Now, what advisors do we have? We've got the colonial range. Wouldn't really be the worst. You know what, we'll take that. At least we'll have an advisor in there. And we'll still be making money, which is kind of useful, I would say. Oh, there we go, 47 ducats. And there's another province over here, Tondo. It's only 13 ducats though, but I guess we'll... Oh. Right, getting some more casus bellis. Another 22 ducats. I guess we can just get to Api Api over here and just repair the fleet. My goodness, we've got a lot of money now, that's for sure. I don't suppose the Spanish have started colonizing in here too much yet. No, I suspect they might be colonizing more in America. Although I'm not entirely sure about that, actually. I'd imagine that that is potential that they're doing in there, but I don't know. The Spanish work in mysterious ways. I'm really looking forward to the gold mine over here being completed. Also, what do we get on the next diplo? So that's just the galleys or trade station. Ah, right. So we can get. Blockade impact on siege could be quite handy, actually. We've still got. Ooh, hold on a bit. The absolutism that wants global riser. We've got only 15 years here. I'm going to put the powerful trade ships. I suspect that might actually help us get even more money from the spoils of war or privateering. Well, there we go. That's another 2 cores down over here. We haven't completed too many of the areas yet. So this area is something that we could turn into a state. Sure, we'll do that. Not a whole lot of points, but it's still better than nothing. Where's the transport fleet right now? It is down here. Oh, right. Let's go and pick up the troop from here. Deliver that into more central location, perhaps. Oh, crow for the business of pepper. Over here we got +2. Oh yeah, it is actually a spice producing province. Well, there we go. We're not controlling any of the trades yet. That's something that we'll need to start working towards. We could, in theory, put in our center of, or the main trading port into Bunker. It might not be the best location for that, to be fair, but it's a possibility. It's something that we can probably keep safe, at least. And that would allow us to start collecting trade in Strait of Johor. And then to start diverting more of the trade in there. I don't know, it's a possibility at least. How much more do we need points for the Diplotech? Not too much, actually. Another 50 points or so. Well, actually, 42 points now. Oh, Sunda's claiming more provinces. I mean, that's not a surprise, to be fair. Let's have a look. Is the institution spreading to us yet? Well, not through Kilwa, that's for sure. And it's not really spreading to us through Spain yet either. Mostly because it's not present in their provinces yet. It's slowly... Well, actually, yeah, I suppose they need to get the other institutions there first. I do wonder, is Malacca... Malacca is Miltech 14, so is Jambi. Oh, you're also... Okay, you're helping Ayutthaya, I believe, fighting Ming. So, well, actually, who's this? Oh, Lanna, Khmer, and Ming. Okay, so Lanna is the primary goal. Over there, which they are being seized down already. Inflation is starting to get pretty bad. I guess we're going to spend some points to reduce that. Yeah, there we go. That's 0.6 ducats a month again. Increase in the income. So that's good. The cores are getting sorted out. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting the bibliothek. Let's get that and then start immediately building at least one of these centers of or these manufactories. And Palu is probably not a bad idea. It's a half a ducat increase. Like, sure, actually, no, it doesn't have any autonomy. It doesn't have a high development. It's not the worst. We just need to get the development slightly higher there, I think. I suppose once we get the manufacturing, that's already going to have a bit of impact. And I suppose another thing that I should really do is get at least one marketplace in Vajruk. Because the global trade is going to be spawning in. We don't have any level 3 centers of trade yet, but we've got at least level 2s. A Rising Star. I'll get some more prestige, or we'll get level 3 Advisor. I'm just going to take the prestige right now. Ooh. We don't have quite the decay reductions as we had in the Payable State run. Any good workshops that we could do? Not really, not right now at least. Oh dear, the natives are uprising again. Well, we're dealing with that. They're still having some difficulties winning the war over here. Let's also go ahead and get the troops out of here. It's going to take a while before we're ready with those, so let's just get these back to... I think we can get to Banka. Again, Jambi's got a bit better troops now, but it's... they got better cavalry, I suppose. And better infantry fire, so yeah, it's bad, plus the bastions. But it's not impossible. I guess we'll take the prestige here now. Hey, there we go, that's another core done. That part of a state that we haven't had yet. I believe it is, actually. So we can turn that into a state and just embrace everything in there, or fully core everything in there. So now we're getting 4 ducats a month extra for profit, so that's not too bad. We've still got quite a bit of work to do. How is our force limit? So we could have 15 more regiments of infantry, or crown troops, and another 7 ships actually as well. We're still building up some of the ships, mind you. Actually not that many. I'm gonna go and build... Oh, sure, we could raid the coast in here. We'll get a couple more light ships. So that's gonna be 10 ships over here as well. Okay, Brunei is allied to Malacca and Patani. Brunei is something that we could probably easily conquer in there. They don't have a whole lot of troops. Malacca, on the other hand, would be a bit more tricky, because they've got still... Actually, they're down to 15,000 men now. Oh. Interesting. Of course, if we do have a look at the potential war over here, so Ayutthaya, and they've got 60,000... well, 59,000 men total. Of course, Ayutthaya and all that, they wouldn't really be able to do much in that war against me. As long as I blockade the Strait of Johor. And then the remaining 2 shouldn't be too bad. I'll probably focus down Jambi. Oh, they got a level 5-4 over here. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate. Let's bring in the fleet down here, I suppose. Ah, we need to upgrade the galleys over here. I think that's something that we'll do as soon as we get into... Actually, we'll just go to Banka. How much is that going to cost us? A bit of money. Oh, well, we could actually go and raid Sunda. You know what? Maybe if that's the case, then we shall. That's another 13 ducats. We'll avoid the Spanish colony over there. On purpose for now. That's another 40 ducats. This is all just investing into our fleet. Getting even better. And then we can keep the Ayutthaya and whatever navies they may have with this fleet at bay quite easily. I mean, you could already probably do that without too many issues anyway. There we go, there's a 40 ducats, and we'll grab some more up here. Oh, I guess we're going to go also to raid Ayutthaya a little bit, for good measure. Hey, there we go, there's another 2 cores done. Is that another... No, that's not another state yet. Are we still coring something? No, we're not, but we've probably got the cores already sorted out then. Oh, Britain's got a bit of a fleet over here. Some heavy ships. There we go, so we've got a bit of money. Let's get these to bunker. We'll upgrade the fleet if we can. We might actually not have the money quite yet, but with the money that we're still making, more sort of natural ways, I guess, we should still be fine in due time. Yeah, it's going to take a little while. I suppose, is there still places to raid? Not there. I suppose, yeah, Kilwa we can raid a bit further. Rotting wood. Ah, for 10 years ship durability goes down or naval maintenance go. I'm going to take the maintenance. I do not want to risk my fleet. I'm going to go ahead and send a fleet to raid Kilwa. Well, it's going to be 100% effective as well. Oh, hello. So we'll start the raid there, the 17 ducats. Not going to raid the Spain, or Spanish provinces there. Again, we're going to try to keep them on our friendly side so we can get some of the institutions through them. Diplomatic move. I'm going to take the Diplo power. The plunder there. How much would it cost? Oh, it's 40% cost now. Okay, so at this point, I mean, getting that Diplo 15 would be nice for the frigates and galleons. And also getting the institutions to actually spread into our capital. Because after that... Oh, Portugal. Hold on a minute. Well, I suppose if I just let them form a colonial nation in here, which they are doing with this many colonies already, I can then fight off the colonial nation on my own, hopefully. It's not the end of the world. It does mean that there's going to be some Portuguese over here later on, which is not ideal. Right, let's continue on the raiding over here in Kilwa. I do not want to forget about these ships because they will sink otherwise. I'm going to skip the Mozambique channel right now and just go directly to Zanzibar Straits. There we go. So that's 106 ducats. Oh, we would have been. Okay, it's a bit less. Regardless, we'll get some at least. We'll go ahead and raid up here. And then head back. Yeah, those are going to require a little bit of repairs. Now we can go ahead and upgrade the fleet over here. That's 41 ships that need to be upgraded. I guess one of the heavy ships also, as well as all the galleys. But that should increase the amount of cannons on these boats by quite a wide margin. So the good thing about the Portuguese is that actually that will start spreading the printing press in here. And then once we conquer these provinces, it's going to start spreading to us directly. So we could potentially start saving up the points for completing the maritime ideas, or at least getting it a little bit further forward. So complete our idea group. Actually, the learned scholars would be quite handy. And ship ability from the completing the ideas. Okay, and then recover naval morale speed. So it's mostly naval stuff over here, which doesn't surprise me. But yeah, it's a good thing that we got as much of the coastline here when we did. Because then the Portuguese would otherwise be probably colonizing a whole lot of this. I mean, they still are going to be colonizing a whole lot. But I'm just going to wait for the Portuguese Australia to... Oh, they went to Caledonia as well. And they also went to New Zealand. Okay, so that's why they jumped off. Alright then. Well, we've got some cruisers in here, but I suppose the natives are now having less and less areas to go to. So sooner enough, they will get fully annexed by us. In the next peace deals that we do with them. Oh, Spain really hates us right now. Did we raid them by accident? No, this is one of my provinces, and that's minus 17 over there. Well, never mind then. I guess we're going to start raiding them. Right, where's the fleet? We'll take the transport fleet to do the raiding in here. Like, if you already hate my guts anyway, then I'm just going to go and raid your coast. There's no two ways around that. Actually, is there any... No, that's pretty much the other one. We could raid the Portuguese port over here as well, but I'm going to actually hold off on that for a little bit. I'm sure they will hate me regardless, so it doesn't really matter that much. Although I suppose we could, first of all, I guess we can stop improving relations with the Spanish, because that's not going to go anywhere. Portugal, do you hate me? Yeah, you do. They want a whole lot of my provinces. Alright then, well in that case, we could send, right, not that one, this one. Let's do a quick trip down to the colonies over here. Do a bit of tax collection. But I do see that we are actually out of time with this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, click the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.